So you're a Muslim and you keep hearing about AI, tools that can automate your work, organize your life, run your business. You're sitting there thinking, where do I even start? It sounds fancy. I see there is an opportunity, but what do? I got you. I was in the exact same position. I reverted to Islam, was already running my businesses. I didn't know where to start when it comes down to AI. I was overwhelmed with all these tools and solutions. But alhamdulillah, 2 years later, I'm running a 7-figure agency. I got tens of employees, helped over 200 clients, and right now saving hours and hours every single day by outsourcing it to AI. And now, if you're a Muslim and you want to achieve the same thing, then this is for you. In this video, I'm going to break down the 10 most powerful tools, starting from the day-to-day simple tools and solutions, all the way up to complex tools that can build your entire ecosystem and websites, softwares, whatever. Grab your notes, stay with me. Bismillah. Now, let's start simple, okay? Something we probably all know. I want to start off with grouping a few tools that are for day-to-day use when it comes down to AI. Starting with one that we probably all know, ChatGPT. I mean, it was the first tool that really came to the public in 2022. But right now, it's 2026. AI can do a lot more, and also ChatGPT. It is the most reliable, all-round assistant. And probably you're already using it. You know, simple questions, simple tasks, writing, scanning documents, doing your homework maybe if you're still studying, or even simple tasks during your job and day-to-day things. And in my opinion, it's a very good start in order to know how AI use and what it's capable of on a service level. It can think and research faster than any human being. And for that, it saves a lot of time. You know, you can use the free plan or just buy it for $20 a month to get even more access to the pro features. Complexity, it's easy. It's really easy to use and beginner friendly. And that's also the reason why I don't want to stick too much at this feature. I mean, ChatGPT, we all know it. Like I said, it got introduced to the market in 2022, and right now it's 2026. I mean, come on. If you look at what AI did and can do, and how it changed in the last weeks only, most people are only using this and don't go further. But trust me, we just started. So let's take it a step further. The second tool that I would really recommend is Gemini, Google's solution that is a lot more creative. Also here, you can use it in the same way as how you use ChatGPT in terms of like just using it as a chat. But Gemini is not something that I personally use for chat and research or whatsoever. I use it for the creative aspect because Gemini stands out for its ability to handle multiple types of content at once. Video, audio, images, text, all together. No other everyday tool can really do that at the moment. And that's what makes it so powerful. I mean, I've tested the image generation feature on ChatGPT and at the same time on Gemini with the same prompt, same instructions. But the accuracy of Gemini is way better. It generates better images, it is faster, it has more options, and that's just the surface level. Gemini can do a lot more. If you're running a halal business, once again, you can use it for even turning recorded client meetings into written summaries, analyze it, and also come up with better to-dos. You can use it for generating images and operate more on a creative side. Here, the pricing is very similar to ChatGPT. You can either use the free version or you can pay $20 a month to get a bit more access to the pro features and faster delivery. Complexity, super easy to use, very beginner friendly, and something that I use for simple daily tasks on a day-to-day basis. Now, let's take it a step further. Also a day-to-day tool, a simple tool I would say that every beginner should know about. But it is a tool that is ChatGPT, Gemini, and all features kind of combined. And I'm speaking about Claude, something that you might have heard of. And since I discovered this, everything changed. Currently, I'm actually really not using ChatGPT anymore. Also for my day-to-day questions, writing emails, scripts, whatsoever. Because what I figured out is that GPT is kind of like a fancy yes-sayer. It is just listening to what you do and is not really critical. It sounds robotic, all the text that it produces. While Claude, actually the chat function of it, sounds way more genuinely like human from the start. It is more consistent, it is more critical in giving its answers, it's doing better research. And the interesting part of this tool is that the chat function is just one of the 3 features that it produces. Something that we will also dive a bit deeper into later in this video. I mean, right now we're talking just service level AI stuff. But Claude, apart from having a chat function just like ChatGPT and Gemini, it also has coding features. So you can literally code the most complex solutions, and it integrates with each other. So when you're just giving it a simple question and you're like, I'm struggling in my business, I want because I cannot track my ads in the right way, then it will proactively ask you to build a dashboard connect different tools, connect your ad manager from Meta, and build a dashboard for you in seconds. And that's the third aspect, which is co-work. And this is something that can live inside of your computer. I mean, for example, yesterday, I asked Claude to go through one of my old email accounts where I had 1,000 emails open. I asked it to check this account, open all the emails, clean it up, and make it better for me. So it went, opened up my browser, and did all of that for me. Something that would take me a whole day to go through thousands of emails, and it did it in a few minutes. So this is one of my most favorite tools. Even though I do use ChatGPT still, I do use Gemini for image generation. Claude is my day-to-day friend. It's my best friend. Trust me, it saves me so much time. And this is also what I would recommend to you. If you're a Muslim and you only use ChatGPT still, you want to look more into the possibilities of AI, start over here. Claude, amazing. Okay, if you're running a halal business, you can use it for everything. And also, I would challenge you to use these tools at the same time and test yourself, whatever you prefer. Ask the same question to ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, and you will see the difference. All right, so now it's time to dive a bit deeper into group 2, and I call this the specialist tools. The tools that are not per se for the day-to-day tasks and that can do everything and answer every question, but it does one thing extremely well. And now the first tool is Perplexity. And I want you to think of this tool as a smarter version of Google. You would think, is that possible? Oh yeah, it's possible. Instead of giving it 10 different links to scroll through, it reads everything and gives you the actual answer with the resources attached. This tool is the best at finding specific facts or doing research on a very high level, but super fast and with verified sources. If you're studying, I would say this is one of the best things. If you're running business and you want to do market research, this is your tool. You know, I personally use this as well for researching my niche inside of the business, doing market research, checking competitors' pricings, for example, finding industry statistics for proposals or whatsoever. Or what about facing a legal issue inside of your business? You can verify any claim before you put it in front of the client or put it on a proposal, writing contracts. If you need to do research, this is your tool. And also this tool, like any other, has a free version and a paid version. It depends on how much you need it in your situation, but I would highly recommend also using the paid model here. It can save you a lot of energy, where Claude or ChatGPT can still make a lot of mistakes. This tool is super accurate. And in my opinion, it's still very easy to use. So the complexity is also not that high. And now the next tool that I want to talk about is Notebook LM. This tool, Notebook LM, only answers questions based on the documents that you upload to it. It has no outside knowledge, which means it cannot make mistakes or make things up out of nowhere, which ChatGPT, Claude, all those tools can sometimes do, you know? I mean, AI can do a lot, but it's not perfect. But this makes it one of the most trustworthy AI tools available. That if you just want actual critical feedback on one thing, or you want to scan something, you want to upload a document without it being biased from the outside world, it is very powerful. And this tool is actually the best at doing deep research on your own sources and materials. You know, so if you work with a lot of documents, day-to-day things, you need to do research in your own space, then this is a very valuable tool. I personally use it sometimes for uploading client contracts, reports, or research documents in general to let it verify it, asking specific questions about it. You just see that the answers are different, you know? It's less biased, like I said. And one of the best things of all is it's just free. You can use the free version and it's super easy to use. And now the next tool is Gamma. Gamma turns your written content into fully designed presentations automatically. Just put your input, paste your text, and it builds the slides, it handles the layout. It makes it actually look like a professional presentation without you needing to put any design and work. And you know, for me, it was always the case. Like even back in the days with studying in school when I had presentations, or even now day to day with sales calls, and I can sit down and I write down my full proposal and my ideation in maybe half an hour, but then making and turning it into a nice presentation that can help a lot with closing deals or convincing someone of a new project. That can take up a lot of time, especially me. I'm very perfectionistic. And you know, if you have that issue too, then this is your tool. It's the best at turning text into presentations in the best way. I personally use it inside of my business, my agency, for client pitches, service proposals, onboarding decks, investor presentations, whatever you can think of. Even recently, I used it for a random, very quick, spontaneous meeting that I had. I just gave my input and it built it in minutes. It is free to start, not expensive, and it's easy to use. And now speaking of designing in general, Canva, something that we probably all know, also has its own AI features nowadays. And you know, Canva is already something that dominates the market when it comes down to design. It's been the go-to design tool for many non-designers. People who want to simply make a quick image, a quick poster, quick little presentation or whatsoever. But now with the AI tool, it's even more powerful. Again, you just describe what you want and it builds it for you. It is the best at producing visual content with zero design experience. And inside of your Halal business, you can use it for social media graphics, brand kits, client presentation covers, thumbnails, visual assets, whatever you can think of. And it's so accessible. You either use the free version or you pay $13 a month or so. It's very easy to use, but it helps a lot with your input on a creative side. And then there is another tool called 11 Labs. 11 Labs is a very interesting tool in my opinion. It is a tool that generates realistic human-sounding voices from any text. You can use pre-made voices or clone even your own voice. And the output, very clean. Now you might be like, where do people use this for? I mean, for your customer support. You can use 11 Labs, an AI agent that handles the calls or deals with or has like a voicemail. Or what about a marketing campaign? Back in the days, it cost a lot to have someone that talks over it. Now you can run it with AI. But what this tool does, it's really only about AI, voiceovers, audio generation, things like that. I mean, personally, I don't really use it myself that much, but I know it can be very, very beneficial for different industries. I mean, inside of your Halal business, you know, you can use it for creating voiceovers for client videos, producing content without being yourself on the camera, or even building AI voice agents that can speak on your behalf, handle with calls or things like that. It is free to start, but if you want to produce more on a high level, there's also pricings you can do, different packages you can use. I would say the complexity is not that high, but in order to produce the right outcome, it requires a little bit of effort. Okay, so I would say the complexity is easy to medium. And now the last one inside of this group, which is also a very important tool, actually two at once that I want to describe over here, is either Zapier or Make.com. And both of these tools are essential if you want to connect different softwares and different actions with each other. I mean, Zapier and Make, what they can do is they connect all the tools together and automate repetitive tasks. No coding needed. You just sign into one account and into another, and it creates insane automation workflows in between different apps. It's really crazy. And also here inside of my own business, I use these tools for automatically sending follow-up emails, for example, when lead comes in, moving client data in between tools without manually doing all of the efforts in there, triggering invoices, notifications, updates without lifting a finger myself. Free to start, and even the free subscriptions on both platforms can already handle thousands of triggers. But here, same thing, it's charged on usage. Okay, the complexity I would say is medium, because you really have to understand how to connect these tools with each other in order to make it efficient. You need to use your own creativity in order to turn that into a good workflow. But it's very, very powerful. And right now, I want to move into the last group. And that last group is something that I call the full business servicing tools. These are tools that you can actually use as a service that can make you money. These tools can run your entire business. And now that first tool in there is called Lovable. Lovable is truly, truly insane. Back in the days when I started my agency, I provided web designing services, which means I learned how to code and develop and build an entire website and sold it to my clients. I mean, a website is very, very, very powerful and needed for every single business. But Lovable, the way it works is you just type what you need, what your business looks like, and it builds the entire website for you from A till Z with high-level design optimized for mobile, iPads, laptops, whatever. It is the full stack development tool that you can even use for web app solutions, dashboards, anything you can think of. And I use this tool myself also inside of my agency to create prototypes for clients in our designing department, or even build internal tools and solutions for development and design dashboard, ad campaigns, everything. You can use this tool to literally turn it into a business. You can reach out to clients and be like, hey, do you need a new website? All right, and you build it in a day. You can charge a couple $100 or $1,000 even for it. It's really, really powerful. And now the second one is called Higgsfield. Higgsfield is the all-in-one content tool. You can generate anything you want. You can just upload a picture of your product and it creates multiple campaigns, ad creatives, photos, videos, and to a high level, okay? You can literally upload a picture of a new shirt or jacket and With AI, you can put it on people, they can like literally showcase it, try it for you, or showcase a product. You can change the backgrounds, you can edit multiple videos, long form, short form. Same thing over here. It is something you can use to turn it into an actual business. And now before you get too excited, I have to stop here. Because if you're interested in starting a business with AI, then there's another video that you can watch that I linked here down below or somewhere here that you can click on to watch it. One thing I just want you to remember is that as a Muslim doing business with AI is not about the skill anymore. You don't have to learn coding, designing, whatsoever. Your skill that you need to develop is prompting, making sure that the input and the idea that you have in your mind is turned into the right prompt, the right input for these AI tools, because they are very powerful. But if you give very horrible input, then the output will be horrible as well. Input equals output, and this is what you need to focus on. I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.